Hello and welcome to another episode of the vlog. And this is one I've been waiting for a long time. It's been probably about a year I've been trying to get hold of one of these things. And we've been close a few times, but you're not quite got over the line. And then the weekend, one popped up and I just could not turn it down. It just had to be bought. It is absolutely fantastic. I am so happy. And bear in mind, as I said in the last video, when I told you a little bit about it, it is JDM and it is an absolute animal. And I'm not joking either. When you see it, you're probably going to go like, what the hell is he going on about? But I will explain why it's an animal when we get there. So, I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you this thing. Are you ready? There she is. And what an absolute machine. It is not in the spec I wanted. It is not looking anywhere near like I want it to look, but that I can deal with. So it is a Daihatsu Hijet, and I have put the little cozy coupe on the back just to give you an indication of the size of this thing. If you've never seen one or never been around one, they are absolutely tiny. Built for commercial vehicles in Japan, where the laws regarding it's where K cars come from and K trucks, because they had to have small enough dimensions to be allowed to be able to drive in the cities. So this is what they use as commercial vehicles over there. And I absolutely love it. You're gonna have to let us know in the comments what you think of this thing. But I'm just gonna let you have a little look at it before I start going into the details of it and the plans, and there I'm also going to tell you why it is such an animal. So let's get going. So a few things. First of all, I didn't want a blue one. It's a lovely blue. It's not the best paint job in the world, but it is a nice blue. But unfortunately, I don't want a blue one. I want a white one. So this is going to have to be painted or wrapped very, very soon, back to white. The bed, I don't like the bed. So the bed will have to be changed. Let's turn the camera on. I'm sorry if I'm sniffling and coughing and stuff. Yeah, this lurgy is not the best. So the bed, I do not like the bed. That's got to be changed. Some of you may like it. I quite simply don't. So I'm either going to put one of the original beds back on, so it's a proper pickup, or I will try and find somebody out there who can fabricate me something, because I want it, if you can see, out to here, where it should be, not like that. It looks quite cool, but yeah, it's not for me. I want a proper K truck. So yeah, I want a proper wide bed. I want body kit. Somehow we need to try and find a way to lower the rear a little bit, and we need to lower the front a little bit as well. It's on 13-inch wheels off of an FBRX7 at the moment, so they're 13 by 5.5s. And if you notice, there's a lot taller tyre on the rear than there is on the front, and that is because of a few things which I'll explain in a bit. There's a reason why it has big tyres on the back. So yeah, carry on what I was saying. So the interior is empty. So there is no dash. They've painted it. They've put some carpet in there to try and make it look a little bit livable, I suppose. So all that needs sorting. I'm going to make some kind of custom dash. I want to put the radio back in here because there's no radio. The speakers have all been gutted out, so that's going to be sorted out. So we'll put a whole system in here. I have a JBL Space Saver sub, which is going to fit in this gap here perfectly. These seats are going in the bin, and I will get either some different seats or make some custom padding to go in there. There is very limited room, as you can see, in this thing. So trying to get a seat which is small enough for us to fit in is a must. Unfortunately, I can get in and drive it, as I have, but you can see this is overhanging where the seat should be. And there is no room between the steering wheel and there, so it's a very tight squeeze. And we have all this room here where the seat should be able to go back, or the original seat did. So I'm either going to make up some nice seat pads to go on the top there and up the back, or I'm going to find some different seats. I did just come across my RX-7 seat, which you can see just there. That's the original seats out of that, and they are very thin and very short. And I think they might go in here. They're an old velour type material, so maybe I'll get them retrimmed in some fake JDM cloth or something like that. We'll see. It'd be quite cool, but I'll come up with something. But yeah, overall she's not too bad. I'd say the paint job's been done. There's not much rust in them. A lot of times these rust out. There's a bit here and there which is coming back through, but it really doesn't matter. It's got wind deflectors on, which is cool. And yeah, overall, as I said, I'll be honest. I've seen this truck for about the last 2 weeks. Been looking for K-trucks solidly, like I said, for a long time. But I've come across this truck a couple of times on Facebook Marketplace, and basically it was just like that, just a picture of that outside, and it was a reasonable price, not cheap, not expensive, about in the middle of what these are worth. But I just looked at it and was like, yeah, don't want a blue one. I don't like the bed. It's cool, it's tidy-ish, well, so I thought. But it's just not what I wanted. So I just kept skipping by. Unfortunately, what I didn't do is read the advert, because if I'd have read the advert, I'd have bought it last week. But anyway, we are coming to that. So I bought it yesterday. I had it collected by Initial Logistics, who is a good lad. He's a good friend of mine. He does a bit of RC drifting with us. So check him out, because he's very well priced. Too cheap, to be honest. But anyway, he brought it down, picked it up for me and brought it here. And here it is. So that's pretty much it. So I need to find some 15s. I want to put some 15s on it because the 13s are too small. And I'm going to have to put some wider tyres on it. Because it's probably time that I sort of show you the main special thing about this truck. But normally the engine is here, okay, underneath the seats. If I take you around, I'll show you. Move this stupid old thing. I can't wait to take these to the tip. Or just having a think. Remember if I just take these covers off, maybe strip this seat down, because it is just it's just a fiberglass tub. Could maybe trim these. I don't know. Don't like the style of them. Anyway, the engine's normally here, and if I unflip this, oh, there doesn't seem to be an engine. And there isn't an engine, because it's gone. The original engine has been removed. So the little 3-cylinder or 4-cylinder which is in these is either a 1.3 or a 998cc. I think this was originally a 1.3. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was. Which again is not what I wanted. I wanted a 660cc or a 580cc or even a 990cc 3-cylinder. So again, this isn't the truck that I wanted, but I'm going to show you why I bought this truck. So let's remove the Little Tykes car, which I seem to have lost the spoiler off the back. That's not gone well. And then I'm going to show you exactly why it has taller tyres on the back, and exactly why this thing is an absolute animal. Are you ready for this? I lift up the bed, which is incredibly heavy to hold this, and that. There we have it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I bought this K-Truck. Even though it looks nothing like I want a K-Truck to look, that is the reason. That there, if you know your bikes, which I certainly do not, so if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I have been told, and I've been informed by a few people who have looked at it as well, that is a Yamaha YJ, I think? YJ 1200. Or RJ, one of them, FJ, one of them anyway. It's a 1200cc Yamaha bike engine, and it is incredible. Carbs, obviously I think they come stock with carbs. Again, please correct me, because I'm not a bike, I don't do bikes, I don't like bikes. You might find that strange, but it's not for me. But yeah, so, but I have always wanted a bike engine car, because I just love having the sequential box, because like proper sequential boxes, like for cars and stuff, are a lot of money. So, you know, this is the cheapest way to do it, I suppose. All the hard work's done. It's running, it's driving, it's MOT'd, it's on the road. It's passed MOT a couple of months ago. So it is running, has a lovely aluminium fuel cell as well. And yeah, it's been done relatively well. Like it's not a bodge. They've put some time and effort into it. It's amazing, and it sounds absolutely unbelievable. Let me give you a bit of a close up there. But again, please, if any of you guys are bike, if any of you guys are bike people in the comments, please let me know what sort of power that should be. Because I have no idea. Originally, these things have like 54 horsepower, something like that. Now I know a Yamaha 1200cc bike engine does not have 54 horsepower. It's a lot more than that. And I have driven this thing, and 100,000,000% it has a hell of a lot more than 54 horsepower. And as I have said, as I said in the last video, and I said in the start of this video, this thing is an animal. We took it for a test drive, and I'm going to get some footage of this thing because it is absolutely hilarious. It's going to be coming up next. I'm going to get somebody to film. I'm going to take you for a spin, or I'm going to get somebody in with me. So it may be, I'll have to probably wait till the weekend when someone's about, but someone's going to get in it, and we're going to take it for a drive, and you will see. But I'm not overselling this. It is an absolute animal. First, second, third gear, anything, any kind of throttle, she just absolutely lights up the rear tires. It is incredible. That's why it has the bigger tire on the rear, just to try and slow down the acceleration a bit. But first gear, anything over quarter throttle, and you are doing a rolling burnout. We managed to get out on the road yesterday and do some pulls. I managed to just get it rolling, get some speed up, change in the second, and we managed to get full throttle. With me and CJ in there, the front was still lifting. I don't know if the wheels were coming off the floor, but it certainly felt like it. I think with one person in there and some grippy tires on the rear, you could possibly do wheelies in this thing. It's absolutely incredible. And yeah, it's just an absolute smoke machine. The rear tires will not last long. And it has absolutely zero grip. It's like driving on ice. But I should imagine, well, we managed to get, like I say, we managed to get it rolling and actually be a bit more gentle and try and get some power. It absolutely flies. You're in a little tin can. Yeah, you've seen how empty it is in there. So it may just be the feel it gives you. You know, it's bound to feel fast because you're in a metal box going along at stupid speed. So it's going to feel like the fastest thing in the world anyway. But genuinely, I think with if you can get the grip down, this thing will actually trouble some quite powerful cars. I mean, we didn't get past third gear. You know, first, second, third was enough. Like, it was just unbelievable. Again, you'll have to let me know in the comments, but I think it goes to about 12,000 RPM. But anyway, I'm blabbering on, and you want to hear it and see it running. So I'm gonna cut off in a second, and then the next bit you'll see is me driving it or doing something on it, because lots of modifications. But a bit more about the spec actually, because I've sort of glossed over it. So the engine's in. It has obviously custom prop shaft to the rear end. It's obviously rear wheel drive. As you know, with the K-Truck, they're all rear wheel drive. It has custom exhaust system. The diff is welded or locked. I don't know how whichever way they've done it, but that is fully locked diff, probably welded, and that means it drifts like, as you can imagine, a lot of power to the rear wheels, no weight over the rear axle. It just goes sideways everywhere. Anything over quarter to throttle, you are drifting. So that's in there. It has a brake bias valve that they've put on, so you can put all the brake bias to the front. You know what a brake bias valve is, but you can put all the brake bias to the front and just do a burnout. It has a lovely aftermarket bike speedo, which has a bit of information on there as well. So again, they've thought about it. They haven't just grafted it in. And the best thing that I found today is this. And that has made my day. Right, I'll see you in a second when I'll have some more news for you, or we're going to be driving it. See you in a bit.
Okay, so that was only a few seconds ago on the video, but that's actually quite a few weeks ago now. Been so busy, haven't had much time to do any videos. We've been away at shows, events, etc, etc. There's a lot been done on the K-Truck though, which I haven't videoed unfortunately, but I'm going to show you what I've done in the next video. I just wanted to launch this one because it was me showing you the truck, showing you what we bought and everything like that, but there's been so much done, basically. There's so much to show you, and they're still ongoing, so hopefully I'll be able to catch you up, and then I'll be able to tell you the plans and hopefully show you it moving forward. So one of the reasons I haven't done any videos of it driving is because it's constantly been stuff done to it. So it's not been used, and I haven't had that much time to be able to work on it. So it's kind of been on an evening for an hour here or there. So the truck hasn't been drivable, hasn't been roadworthy. I haven't been able to get it out, and it still isn't as it sits behind me now. It may look odd with the backup, but there's a reason for that, and I'll take you through it in the next video of what we've been up to. So let me know in the comments what you think of the truck. It's, as I said, it's an animal. It's been out a couple of times. It's incredibly, as I say, dangerous to drive. I mean, I haven't really got it out and given it a fair chance. So that'll be coming up in future episodes. We will get out, we will drive it. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to end the video, and then I'll catch you up in the next episode of exactly what we've been doing with it. So thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you want to see what the K-Truck's coming on. Any other projects that we have, which we do have a very special one, which is actually behind the camera, which we've been talking about in a few videos, but it's actually here. That is a secret. Can't show you that for a few more weeks, so you'll have to hold out. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that, and also the RX-7 and other stuff as well. So thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.